MotorWeek is made possible by Auto Value and Bumper to Bumper and TireRack.com.
Hyundai launched their N Performance label in 2012, and 8 years later, they selected IONIQ as the name dedicated to full battery electric vehicles. Now in 2024, these two sub-brands are coming together for the first time in this Hyundai IONIQ 5N. Sounds like a good plan to plug in and go. There is no shortage of high-performance EVs out there, but this 2025 Hyundai IONIQ 5N may just be the one we've had the most fun with yet. Being the first all-electric member of Hyundai's N high-performance family, as you can imagine, updates are much different than the usual turbochargers and suspension tweaks. Way beyond the unique N logoed interior trim, we're talking about special two-stage inverters, battery preconditioning, and E-shifting. And of course, there's more power too. Hyundai has taken the IONIQ's dual-motor all-wheel drive setup and more than doubled the power of the front motor. Rear motor output is up as well to boost max output to 641 horsepower and 568 pound-feet of torque. A bigger battery too, 84 kilowatt hour, charging to 80% in 18 minutes on a 350 kilowatt DC fast charger. And it gets enhanced cooling too with a new battery chiller. N torque distribution allows you to adjust power front to back through 11 different settings. Additional welding and structural adhesives are in place to help it all stay together. Plus, beefier axles make sure the power arrives at the 21-inch aluminum wheels, which are wrapped in 275 Pirelli P0 performance tires. And they've even had a little fun with the driver engagement aspects too. Acceleration tests at our Mason-Dixon track were truly unique, as there were a wealth of settings and simulated engine sounds to play with. You can sit there at the line and rev your engine if you want, or punch up N launch control, which allows you to dial in your grip level before you rocket off the line with max acceleration. From the quivering tack needle to the various engine noises to choose from, it feels much more like a real car than any other EV we've been in. It's actually kind of weird that we like it so much. N Grin Boost may be one of the most appropriate names of the year, as we couldn't stop smiling every time we felt that 10-second boost of added power. What a wild ride! And then there's N E-Shift, which actually lets you shift through a virtual 8-speed DCT, cutting power briefly whenever you trigger the shift paddle. It works with N Active Sound Plus, which delivers appropriate noises to match the experience. Currently, you can choose among ignition, evolution, and supersonic soundscapes. Don't worry, we did get some hard numbers while we were playing around with all that stuff. 3.2 seconds to 60, almost a second and a half quicker than the regular IONIQ 5 we tested 2 years ago. And 11.3 seconds for the quarter mile at a super fast 123 miles per hour. As for cornering, the steering hardware is quickened, while software updates enhance sensitivity, with the ability to dial in as much feel and weight as you want. Add in an N drift optimizer, and you've got a recipe for whatever high-speed hijinks you want to try. We're not sure what kind of magnets are in these electric motors, but their biggest attraction seems to be to pavement, as this car was absolutely stuck to the track through our handling course. According to Hyundai, these are the most powerful brakes they've ever put on a car. Not only did they bite down hard, but they seem to work better the more we abuse them. All this performance is wrapped in some aggressive bodywork with lots of added black trim and an extended hatch top wing. The N sits almost an inch lower than the standard IONIQ 5, is 2 inches wider, and has an extended rear diffuser that makes it more than 3 inches longer. Hyundai puts max range at 221 miles, which is actually one more than the base SE IONIQ 5, which we'd say is pretty accurate as we were on pace for a 225-mile driving loop. Pricing for the 5N starts at $67,495. In creating the 2025 IONIQ 5N, Hyundai has done so much more than just crank up some electric motors. They've created a phenomenal sports car that gives us great hope that a future devoid of internal combustion engines might not be so bad. And it's done without taking themselves too seriously, delivering a high-performance EV that is seriously fun, no matter what speed you're driving it at.